Hi there, and welcome to the Barbara Young channel, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 22, which is the 22nd of December 2024. Yeah, Sunday 22nd. I believe we've actually got this far. I can't believe I'm still going with doing Vlogmas. It's been a long trek, but there we go. Today, being a Sunday, is always a quieter day for me, and I've kept it that way. So what did I get done? Well, let's have a look. There's Mr. Deer, Mrs. Deer, the deer, deer, or oh dear, however we want to refer to the deer. Almost done. Got those antlers on. Just need to sort out the face now, basically. Get some eyes and a nose. Maybe I put a mouth on there. So it's all made, except I just need the face to give this deer some character. They're a bit wobbly, the antlers, but they are on there, you know. It's actually beginning to look what I would consider to be a deer-like. Just need to get that expression on there. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, but I need to get that face. So like I say, then the deer will have a character, and then can decide on a name for said deer. But let me get the face on, and then I'll think about the name for the deer. So yeah, basically done. Just need that that character to come through now for it. So yeah, and it's been quite a journey, and it's been quite enjoyable doing that, despite the fact that, like I said, that faux leather stuff is just a swine to work with. So in the future, I would definitely, if I was to make it again, I would definitely use felt, because I'm just sure it'd be so much easier than that. But there we go. Yeah, the deer is almost done. Just needs its character. The next thing I've been doing today, I've been pushing on with my hat, my Nalbinding hat, and as you can see, I've created an edge. I did a bit of experimentation with another one that I'd been doing, which was this one, and with this little hat thing I was making, and I just worked out a way of decreasing that could bring in the bottom, so it curves in at the bottom, and that actually wasn't too bad. It's not too hard to do. So in a way, looking at it, you could actually make a ball from doing this, and then use it. I don't know what I could use it for, like a little bag almost, or maybe fill it with something. I mean, if you was to have this and stuff it with some herbs and whatnot, it'd be like a smelly bag. Imagine that. If you could make a smaller one, if I was to make a smaller one, smaller than this, and then fill it with something like lavender. Can you imagine that? That would be really nice. Obviously a bit of work and a bit of trial and error, I suppose, but yeah, you can create a curvature coming in as well, which is what I did with this, but only I did it for like one round. So I'd come round and then did one round where I didn't decrease or increase, and then I'd done one round where I decreased and did a certain way of doing a decrease just to really lip it in. And then what I'll do now is I will just come down and slowly increase on the rows, just so it brings it out a little bit. So there's a, you know, I won't put it on yet because obviously it's not going to sit properly at the moment until I get the sides on. But yeah, there is a technique, I suppose, a way of doing a decrease to give me that sudden angle off the edge there. Almost beret like, isn't it? I suppose. But yeah, there we go. So just have to continue now. I'm not sure how far down I'll come. It partly depends on how much wool I've got. Like I said, I've got this colour, and then I've got a little bit of light stuff that I wanted to put at the bottom that might hopefully do one round on it. I just have to try it and see how it goes. But yeah, that hat is effectively coming along. It could almost be there, couldn't I? I could maybe get this done before Christmas as well. I don't know. I'll have to see how I go with it. But yeah, hat, Nalbinding hat, is coming along brilliantly. And of course it's completely different to the previous one because it's got a lot flatter and then drops at the sides rather than the cone or bell shape of the previous one that I did. So yeah, been enjoying doing that. Been a nice quiet day today. And I have done something else. Now it's a little bit, call it Heath Robinson. It's a little bit, well, let me just show you. It is, I suppose, a little bit like a wreath. Now, the thing is when I've been out, you know, and you go to the park and stuff, or you go out somewhere else, and I picked up a few bits and pieces. There's some ivy and some holly in there. There's no berries anywhere or anything. I've got a couple of pine cones and some sort of stuff from pine trees and fir trees. So I put them on there as well, and just sort of like tried to make a bit of a wreath. Now the other thing with it is that I didn't have any wire to make a circle. So what I've done is I've got some double-ended knitting needles that were shorter ones. So I've just tied them together to make a square basically, or a diamond shape like this, but effectively a square. And then use that as my basis to create a little bit of a wreath sort of thing that I've managed to be able to put these few things on, just to make. And I know it's all green, there's no colour in it, but I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. It's what it represents. It's representing the nature, a bit of the outside, inside, a bit of nature brought in from outside, from the wildness outside. So yeah, I think that's come off really, really lovely. So I'm quite happy with that. I was going to record myself making this, only just as I was about to get ready to start doing it, we had a power cut and all the lights went off and all the, you know, everything went off, including my music. That's what I like to listen to when I'm doing things. So I wanted to record it, but my camera needed to have a bit of charge put on it. The battery's a bit low, so I didn't want to do recording and then find that I completely flattened the battery and then didn't have any way to charge it in time to actually do the Vlogmas, even though I could power it on while I'm actually recording. But then I was thinking, well, what if the power doesn't come on for ages? Then I'm not going to be able to do anything anyway. So I decided just to push on, make it, and then hope that I've got some power so I can actually show you what I've made. So that's what I've done. So yeah, it's a bit different, but I think a bit sort of inventive, using the 4 double-ended knitting needles to make that sort of shape. So I think that's come out brilliant. I like that. I think that's really nice. Like I say, it's all green, but I do like green. I like nature, I like the outdoors. Bringing that little bit of that outdoors, indoors. Some holly, some ivy, some fir, some it's not just fir tree, what would be Christmas pine tree, and a couple of pine cones. So yeah, I enjoyed making that. That was nice and filled up time, and also the lighting wasn't brilliant as well when I was making that, so I wouldn't have been able to record myself making it because the light just wasn't good enough. It's good enough for me to make the item, but I couldn't have recorded it. So yeah. So there we go. That was my day today, being a lovely quiet Sunday. So just to recap, the deer just needs its character on there with its face. My hat, worked out a technique for it, and that is coming along nicely. And like I say, made myself a little Christmas wreath. So there we go. Very nice. And that's it for today, I think. So I shall say, hope to see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.
Yeah.